הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים, שבת אנו גם יחד. Shabbat Shalom. Couldn't agree more as you sing with us, Hine Ma Tov, how good it is, how sweet it is to be together. I feel that so deeply in a week that it's been the kind of week where we need Shabbat and we need each other, we need company, and we need to not take for granted the safety and warmth of a beautiful sanctuary that we get to call home, and opportunities for joy and simcha and celebration of bat mitzvah, and the chance to really honor in this season all that connects us to the natural world and all that also allows us to be present, to be in this space and time. Perhaps you, like me, had some particularly strong impulses towards renewal or rededication. This is my first Shabbat, at least, back in the sanctuary since we turned a new Gregorian year into the year 2025, and also stepped towards increasing light through our Hanukkah observance. And here we are, 10 days into 2025, and it feels like a healthy time to take a pause. I'm going to take a pause. Jamie's telling me my earring is in the way here. These are the kinds of supports we give each other. Thank you. A time to be with the intentions that we set, perhaps as we lit candles, perhaps as we made a cold plunge, or however we marked the new year, about what feels most meaningful to commit to rededicate to in this time, what's been easiest and hardest to put our energy and our focus towards, what rituals and rhythms might ease the change that we seek, or be an ally in navigating change that we did not ask for. And what I love about it, Shabbat, is whether or not this is a season of resolutions and rededication and ritual making for you, there is a built-in pause weekly to reassess how we're relating in time and space, how we're caring for each other, how we're tending to this earth, releasing what needs to be released, resetting what needs to be reset, both in service of larger yearnings for transformation and in service of just being present with what is. And the good news is there's nothing to get wrong here. There's nothing we need but the sweet company of everyone who is here in this sanctuary. And speaking of who's with us and this sweet company, I'm Rabbi Laura Rumpf, and I'm so grateful to be on the Bima with Chava Morel, our musical director. We have a fabulous crew of musicians with us who help make this such a warm and wonderful Shabbat. We have Emma, Andy, Taran, Sean, Doug. Yes. All right. And we also have Jamie in the back who is already helping us out and making sure that not only we can hear each other here in the sanctuary, but also that those of us, the many of us who are at home or tuning in from other places, are able to feel connection, able to enjoy celebrating Shabbat all together here. And we even have a way of waving folks in who are not seated in this room. So if you could turn for just a minute to the little red light back there, we're going to give a wave in folks that we love, folks in our community at home. And for those who are here together in the sanctuary and those at home with whoever you are surrounded by, just to whet our appetites a little bit for potluck connection. There is a potluck after this service, so please stick around and continue to enjoy connecting with one another. But in just a few moments with each other, I invite you to turn to someone next to you. You can say a Shabbat Shalom and also share what has felt fresh or refreshing as we step into the new year. Something that feels fresh or refreshing in this season. Yeah.
That's so inspiring. I will see, but I want that too so bad. I have to say, there's been nothing as refreshing to me as going into that Mayan canal. Like, it was kind of cold, because the sun was behind a cloud, and it was like we were in it for 40 minutes, okay? And so we were like, okay, we're getting completely refreshed, like down to our core before we get on this airplane. And it was just like a wash out of all of the, it was like, it felt like a ritual bath. So I never do a mikvah. I don't go to the mikvah. Yeah, I can't go into that mildewy room. So, okay. Thanks for the validation. Let's do it. You did beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah.
All right. I'm going to bring us back ever so gently, just to put a gentle pause in the conversation wherever it went. I got to hear a little bit about what's been refreshing. Chava, she was in Mexico the last week, so there are some ways to refresh that we can all take note of. But I hope that conversation continues, and again, we'll have plenty of time for connection over a good meal after services. I'm going to invite us for just a minute to close our eyes and drop into a moment of land acknowledgement, appreciating the ground that we stand on, and especially in a week with so many loved ones, family, and friends impacted by wildfires in Southern California, by climate crisis and elemental forces beyond our control. We honor the vulnerability to the natural world that is part of the wisdom we're born with and the interdependence we share with our land. We offer gratitude to be able to reside on this land, originally the land of the Coast Salish people, the first peoples of Seattle, who have always named and honored the ways we are dependent on this earth, and who take seriously their commitment to do whatever we can to heal our earth for those who inherit beyond us. And that's on us too. We believe in the value of being Shomrei Adama, being guardians of this earth, doing whatever we can to repair our climate and our world. So take a moment to acknowledge with gratitude the land that our beautiful sanctuary is on. And with that, we move to light our Shabbat candles, taking in a little bit of extra warmth and illumination. We are still in our deep and dark winter months, and lighting candles feels like the most simple act of just rekindling energy and warmth together. Please join me in the blessings.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu bemitzvotav v'tzivanu
With our candles lit, we're going to continue singing, warming up the sanctuary together with our voices with Ma Yafeh Hayom.
Shabbat shalom, Maya v'hayom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom. Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Maya v'hayom. Shabbat shalom, Maya v'hayom. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
All right, we're on page 13, Ya'alot Sadai.
So Ya'alo Sadai, the Hebrew words are on page 13, but the translation, you would have to flip to page 14, and I encourage you to do so because the translation of these two sentences of the psalm say that the fields and everything in them exult, and all the trees of the forest shout for joy. So I don't know, I think it speaks for itself. I don't think I have anything else that I can add to that. But the Psalms are just full of this beautiful, alive imagery about the world rejoicing and how we can be part of that rejoicing with the nature of the world. Ya'alo Sadai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar, Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar, Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar, Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar. Ya'alo Sadai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar, Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar, Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar, Az Yiranenu kol Atzeyar. Ya'alo Sadai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 Ya'alo Sadai, V'chol asher bo Ya'alo Sadai. Ay, 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 ay,
Wrote that psalm many, many, many hundreds of years ago, but I feel like they would be so thrilled to feel like a jazzy, lively version of Ya'alot Sadai reverberating through a sanctuary in Seattle. It just feels right. Thank you for that. We're going to continue on page 20, Lecha Dodi. We welcome in Shabbat as a beloved. We celebrate as if we haven't seen each other in so long, this wonderful presence of Shabbat and a presence of each other. And usually when we're lucky, we rise for the last verse and someone new comes to join us just as we're opening the doors. So page 20, please join us.
Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Lecha Dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat nekabela. Shamor v'zachor
Marge Piercy, she's a Jewish activist and a writer. She has this line of poetry that's pretty famous, and I feel like it maybe was written for the Baruch Hu. It feels so right. She says, "It starts when you care to act. It starts when you do it again. It starts when you say we and know who you mean, and each day you mean one more." And I feel like that's the spirit in which we call each other into prayer with Baruch Hu. And I love feeling the familiarity of faces, and each time we gather, there's at least one more face, one more being that we're calling in and saying, we're ready to be together as community. So we stand, as we're already standing, for Baruch Hu on page 28. Please be seated. We bless the evening together on page 31. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Your wisdom sets the way on which time and season glide. Your breath guides the sail of the stars. Creator of the tide of time and light, you guide the current of day into night. As heaven spans to infinity, you set its course for eternity. Praise to you, Adonai, our God, from whom the evening flows. Baruch atah Adonai, Hama'ariv Aravim.
I have been listening to the wisdom of our rabbi tonight, and you're really helping me understand the purpose of Shabbat. Because everything to me, I have to filter it through my lens of music. So with the guitar, I have to make sure that I'm in tune, and I have these little tuning pegs that I can turn an incremental amount to make sure that I'm in tune. And so Shabbat is a day of attunement.
I see what you did there.
Okay,
yes.
so follow me.
Ooh.
So you were talking about acknowledging the land, and you were talking about how we're here kind of trying to tune ourselves to understand that we're all part of one world, and how we're all connected. And how this guitar works is that all of the frequencies all impact each other, and you're trying to make one beautiful sound with all of the different strings together. And I think that's what we're doing here on Shabbat, is we're each tuning ourselves we're tuning to each other, and we're tuning to the frequency of the universe so that we can all be part of one larger entity, one larger vibration, one larger energy, one united people, one united world. And so that's what we've been doing.
Amen.
You know, do you feel like you're tuned
I
up yet? I feel like we've really tuned in, and I think this is the point now when we reach Shema, is the point where we all get to sing with one voice in that way that demonstrates that we're all tuned to each other and tuned to the frequency of the world. So let's each take a deep breath and feel that we're breathing with the world, with the universe. And with one more deep breath, we'll allow the band to lead us into this frequency of Shema, the unity of all things.
If it's your custom to rise for Shema, please do so.
Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu
Please be seated. And it is my honor to call up our bat mitzvah of the weekend, Persephone Ellingston. You all, everyone who is here for her bat mitzvah is in for such a treat. It's going to be absolutely amazing. But tonight she's gonna grace us with the words of Ve'ahavta. And we'll join her on page 36.
Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavcha u'bechol nafshecha u'bechol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'elech asher anochi Netzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinatam levanecha בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להיות על ידך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם אלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם emet yasher koach. More to come tomorrow. That was absolutely beautiful. Thank you, Persephone. We come now to Hashkivenu, our prayer of shelter over an evening. And I have to say, this is the first time that my son Ami, who knows Hashkivenu as the bedtime prayer, is in the sanctuary and awake to hear this as a prayer that we all share together as part of one community. And it feels particularly sweet to share it this way and particularly needed. The image of a holy sanctuary just spreading shelter, spreading peace and ease and safety and well-being over so many communities that need it right now feels palpable and important. So we will sing our hearts out. Hashkivenu is on page 42. Page 42. Hashkivenu Adonai Eloheinu leshalom v'hamidenu shomreinu l'chaim Hashkivenu invite you to rise once more, however you're able, in body and spirit. We turn to our Amidah, a prayer that takes us on a journey from ancient words of our ancestors to the prayers that each and every one of us has brought to this sanctuary this evening. We'll start all together on page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi agi tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu Limotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzhak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezocher Hasei Avot v'Imahot, Umevi Geula Livnei V'neihem, Lema'an Shemo Be'ahava, Melech Ozer U'Moshia U'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah, Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayei hakol atah Rav le'Hoshia, Mashiv haruach u'morid ha'gashem, Mechalkel chayim bechesed, Mechayei hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verofech oholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha ba'al gevurot, Umidoho melach, Melech memit, Umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, Ne'eman atah lehachayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai, Mechayeh hakol. Atah kadosh v'shimcha kadosh, Kedoshim b'chol yom yalelucha selah. Baruch atah Adonai, Ha'el HaKadosh. We embrace the hush, the pause that Kadosh brings to us, and in these moments of silence, you can offer more words on the page or just continue with the silent prayers of your heart, standing or seated, and we'll come back together in a few moments. Turn to the words of Misha Berach, words of healing. I know I am not alone in feeling deeply for our family, our community, all those in the LA County area who've been impacted by wildfires this week. And just by a show of hands, is anyone thinking of someone or adjacent to someone in LA or a home in LA, a space in LA that's been impacted this week? I had a feeling this was true. We are not so far away, and that web of interconnection means that our Misha Berach prayers matter all the more so. And I want to offer this blessing in the face of wildfires in LA, knowing that the danger is still ongoing. That was written by a dear friend of mine who I went to rabbinical school with in LA, who is in the midst of caring for his community and his home. Makor Chaim, source of life and strength, who is with us in our struggles. May those who face destruction and loss find resilience and support. May the hands of firefighters and rescuers be steady and strong, bringing safety and hope in the midst of chaos. For the families forced to flee, may they find shelter and comfort. For the earth that burns, may healing rains fall swiftly, and may each of us feel a charge to be Shomrei Adamah, those who take responsibility for healing our climate. Blessed are you, Eternal One, who fills hearts with courage and communities with love, even in the darkest times. We add to our prayers for healing for LA County and all those impacted by wildfires, all of those in our wider web of connection and care who are struggling, who are in need of healing of mind and body and spirit. And that can include ourselves and often does. So I invite you now as my hand moves through the room, if you'd like to share a name or several names that we might offer Misha Berach to, words of healing. I invite you to share those names now. Holding those names in our hearts, holding names of all those that we're caring for, we turn to the words of Misha Berach. Those are going to be up here or on page 253 if you want to join along. Misha bless the ones before. wish a refuah shlema to all those who we're thinking of in our community and beyond. In lieu of a teaching tonight, we have the Torah of each other. We're going to be joining each other for a potluck meal in just a few moments, all those who can stay, and we invite you to. But just for a little nugget of something to take with you to the table, if you don't already have what to share, I had the pleasure of sitting around a dinner table this Monday night with my husband, with a few folks in this room, and it was a generative conversation, and the topic was raised, like, do we ever really change fundamentally? I know we work towards teshuvah, we have a whole ritual dedicated to change, and yet there are parts of our personality that fundamentally we can see over time are consistent. And our resident elder, Marilyn Layton, was adamant about certain things that do not change over time, and proud of what does not change, proud of what is enduring. But what we could come to some consensus around, whether there was some disagreement about whether fundamentally as human beings we change or we stay the same, or we keep telling the same story in a new way, which I really think is the Jewish art of change, is actually to be able to share a narrative in a new way that somehow includes more people with you and includes a different and more peaceful outcome. So that's what I'm sitting with tonight. But what we could agree with is whether or not we change, we can engage in a little bit of repotting or replanting ourselves. So in addition to attuning and all of the resonance and the metaphor of the guitar that I am taking with me and wanting to know so much more about how to connect to this instrument and to the instrument of each other, I'm also going to offer to you all as food for thought for the dinner table. If you've had a particularly satisfying moment of replanting or repotting yourself, moving from conditions that were not serving you to conditions that felt a little more lively, a little more conducive to growth that you were seeking, whether that was recently or way in the past. That's always a story I'm curious to hear. So I'll leave that to you all to discuss amongst yourselves, and please share with me as well. But we'll move to conclude our service, beginning with Aleinu. I'll invite you to rise once again, however you're able, on page 282.
Aleinu l'shabeach l'adon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר בראשית, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסד הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינת עוזו בקרובי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אין עוד, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא.
287.
ונאמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. היום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד.
Please be seated. We are, as a community, honoring the memories and the recent loss of a number of community members who we want to name their relationships, and also want to hear from each of you who in this moment, in this opening of a new year, you are thinking of and whose memory you want to share with us tonight. We are honoring Shiva, the first 7 days since the passing of Wilbur Irvine Hoff, father of Rebecca Hoff, Christine Castillo, Mark Hoff, Jennifer Sokolowski, and grandfather of Ilana Boyer. We are marking Shloshim the first month since the passing of David Nathaniel Snyder, brother of Bo Snyder and Judith Palais, brother-in-law of Deborah Holland, father of Lynn, Stephen, and Susan, father-in-law of Stephen Garber and Helen Spencer Snyder, grandfather of Hannah, Lev, and Ari, Naomi and Joshua Garber, and Pearl and Zachariah Worthington. Stuart Danoff, father of Nancy Danoff, father-in-law of Warren Perkins, grandfather of Allie and Stephen Perkins. Parvin Rabarad, wife of Christiane, mother of Mayar Rabarad, Mata Millerleal, mother-in-law of Mark Millerleal, grandmother of Arman and Amita Rabarad, Sitare Applebaum, Sanam Baum, and great-grandmother of Isabel, Layla, Sasha, Alora, sister of Jim and Ben Khalili. And we're thinking of Jacqueline Adis, mother of Francine Adis West. We are also honoring the yard sites tonight of Michael Solomon, Marion Solomon Parkes, Sydney Alpers, Sylvia Brown, Hyman Chemtow, Mina Davis, Rachel Dickerson, Jerry Edelman, Benjamin Eisenberg, Walter Field, Ann Geiger, Fred Gordon, Alice Gerstill, Herman Gruenfeld, Ruth Hampton, Natalie Heller, Beryl Ann Hoff, Liana Jacobson, Emily Klein, Harry Cousins, Bill Linarelli, Martin Metzen, Malka Narochkaya, Bernard Peretz, Bud Ruby, Frank Sanford, Sophie Shire, Bernice Schwartz, Barry Siegel, Gordon Siegel, Lita Silver, Kay Stellman, Sophie Sussman, John Watt, Shirley Williams, Zachary Zabinski, Alfred Zaslav, and Al Zients. If there are any names I missed or mispronounced, anyone whose memory you want to honor tonight, I invite you to share as my hand moves through the room. If you are in a period of Shiva or Shloshim or Shana, marking a week, a month, or a year since the passing of a loved one, I invite you to rise so we may recognize you. If you are here honoring a yard site, I invite you to rise. And together, as one community, I invite you to rise as your custom for the Mourners Kaddish in support of our mourners on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah ve'alma divarach yiruteh ve'amlich malchuteh v'chayechon u'v'yomechon u'v'chaye dechol beit Yisrael ba'gala u'vizman kariv v'imru amen Yehe shmei Rabbah mevorach le'olam ulmei almaya Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitba'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh V'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitchalal, shmei dekudesha, brichu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, ta'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehe shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'imromav, hu ya'aseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, Ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, v'imru, amen. We say zikronam livracha, may their memories always be for blessing. Please be seated. Before we bless a sweet braided challah and send you off into dinner, I have this microphone handy, and we do have a tradition of sharing just a few simchas, a sprinkling of what's been happening in your worlds. It can be big or small, something that's never happened before, or just a particularly delightful experience that you want to share. But I will invite hands if anyone would like to share a simcha with the community this week.
as you all probably have heard a few times before, first of all, sorry, my name's Emily. I coach a debate program, and I got to watch the kids really dial in this week because they had a topic they were excited about, and they were just, they just locked in a really cool way. And so I got to see that like enthusiasm and excitement about something that's just always really fun to see on the faces of young people.
That is awesome. Oh, I wish you could bottle focused enthusiasm. That's fantastic.
We got a new baby at our house.
Mazel tov! Yay! Oh, congratulations. Do we have a name? Is there? Sophia. Beautiful.
Beautiful, Mazel Tov. Oh, I see. Over here.
Yes. I'm looking at this family too. All right, we'll go Fran and then Phyllis.
Yeah. Oh, I started taking a Tai Chi class this week,
Yay,
and I love
mazel
it.
tov.
Something I've wanted to do for a long time.
Fabulous, yay.
Between the two of us, we welcomed our 11th grandchild.
Mazel tov, wow, that's like a
We can't even remember
baseball
their
team?
can't even remember their names half the time. But this one was born in Denver, Colorado, and we'll go visit the next month or two.
Mazel tov to this one.
Her name is Lily.
Oh, wonderful. What a crew. That's amazing. All right.
I got my own menorah.
Mazel tov. That's very exciting. All right. That's a big deal. Yay. All right. Let's take one or two more.
So I haven't been in for a while, but I got to celebrate my first Hanukkah with my family this year, well, last year.
Wow.
And on top of that, my mother and father-in-law decided to get us a menorah. They're Christian, but they wanted to support us, and that was very nice.
That is beautiful. Wow, to have a first Hanukkah and a gift from family. I appreciate that. That's very special. Thank you.
Oh, Ami has something to share.
Okay.
We're related if you can't tell.
You're done?
He got to come to Shabbat service.
Yeah.
Oh, Ami, thank you. I'm happy you're here. I'm happy you're here.
All right. Danielle, I'm looking at you.
All right, I'm going to pass it to the mother of the bat mitzvah for final share.
Well, we are very proud that Persephone is going to have her bat mitzvah tomorrow, and she's been preparing for a very long time, and she's going to do a marvelous job. Also happy that my parents are here, John and Ellen, and my honorary aunt, Joy, I'll say, and my sister, Samantha. It's wonderful.
Yay, welcome, welcome, and Mazel Tov. Really the best reason to be here. It's great.
All right. With our cups a little more full, we are going to conclude with Shalom Rav.
Prayer for peace could be found on page 60. We are asking for abundant peace to share with each other and the whole world. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Chasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Chasim Leolam. Ki ata hu melech adon.
share some love and gratitude to our entire musical team for all that you've brought to our service tonight and to our community. Thank you, thank you. Persephone, I'm going to call you up one more time for tonight to help hold our Kiddush and Motzi accoutrements so that we might bless them together. So I'll invite you to raise a glass and we'll join with you on page 5. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Horei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu Shabbat kodsho ve'ahava uvratzon inhilanu zikaron lema'ase v'reishit ki hu yom techila lemikraye kodesh zecher letziat mitzrayim kivanu Tanu kidashta mikol hamim b'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinhaltanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh Shabbat. Take a sip to make that a real blessing for us. Thank you. And don't go too far because you're going to help us form a chain in true Beth Am fashion. I'm going to invite you to rise and we're going to touch the challah or touch someone who's touching the challah. And Persephone, I'm going to nominate you to help us connect the link with the challah. There we go. Thank you. And we'll join in the blessing all together. And that is going to send us off into a joyful potluck meal in the social hall next door. All right. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'te'avon. Shabbat shalom. B'te'avon.